What's up, everyone? Another way back, more Dyson Sphere Program for you, episode 152. And you didn't notice this, but I just warped us to Nether, which is the thumbnail of this video. You saw me warping us right to Cowboy 1981. We're gonna do some retrofit upgrades, blah 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 blah. First thing we need to do, though, is foundation the hell out of this power system because it's not really proper. So apparently I need to get closer to do this. Don't kill the box. And I know, I can't remember, oh yeah, I expanded this box, perfect. That's actually exactly what I want on this planet, because I want to, this is the planet I would love to Death Star, which means just lay in the foundation until it can't take anymore. Okay, we're going out to there, cool. I haven't done that on other planets, but okay. We're going to foundation this whole planet anyway. Then who cares how far we go with this thing. So first, you know, I'm going to be a little conservative, because I don't want to run out of my foundation when it looks kind of dumb. I'd rather it look really cool, and then running out is fine. Let's go around. We're going to have tons of power on this planet. I was worried on other planets, like, oh, maybe I'll run out of space for power. No. No. I think we're going to be plenty fine. I know a lot of people, or most people, or whatever, use antimatter fuel rods for their final power system. That's kind of the, you know, end game power system. I feel like accumulators has really done really well for us. I haven't felt any issues with accumulators, actually. I mean, I'm not running insane systems necessarily, but I don't need to either. I think if we had more planets on FO1 where we're trying to make a Dyson Sphere, maybe it would make sense to have, like, you know, a lot of systems and trying to feed that guy, like, a lot. We only have one planet. There's only so much... Uh-oh. There's only so much we can do. Oh, we didn't get that spot. Okay. With, you know, okay, cool. Let's go to here. We have no... Well, we don't have the sun, so that stinks. I think that's good. Yeah, I think that's right. Okay, cool. We just don't have the throughput. We don't need stuff, okay? So we don't get stuff because we don't need it. So we're not going to overbuild for no reason. So what I was thinking is what we can start doing. So we've got, these are old. And actually this is probably a better screenshot, to be honest. So we're going to be doing this. So why don't we do this and then print screen. It's probably a much better screenshot. Maybe I can save. I already saved the other thumbnail, so we'll see. But anyway, these are old smelts that I put in a long time ago, and they're 6x20s, which don't fit into the 16 square grid that we have on this main production belt, right? So I'd really love to rip those out. Also, we have double builds going on, which is completely ridiculous. We'd never do that ever now. And kind of modernize this planet, because it really does need to be modernized. So what I was thinking about doing, and this could be totally modernized, this is totally crap, was modernize the planet, take all the smelts from the top of the planet in the northern hemisphere, and move them to the southern hemisphere, and fill out all the modern builds, and then move any additional builds required back to the northern in the modern build style, right? So we can totally modernize this whole planet. That'd be really cool. This is our most recent build right here, which we're going to fly to. I think it's right here-ish. Yeah, it's right here. Steel. So this is two 5x20s. One in, one out. Very simple. There's a lot of smelts work this way. It's a tier 3 sorter in for stacks, and a tier 1 sorter out, which, you know, because you're only moving one item usually. This is the most modern build we have. Perfect. I think this is actually 6x20s. We'd have to fix this right away. I don't even know how much this would really help us, but we should do it. Like these are totally not set up correctly. This is a one in, one out build as well, so we could totally just rip this out and make a magnet build. I could literally just rip this whole thing and then just plop the steel one down and turn it to magnets. We'd be done. So actually what I'm going to do is something I learned from... Why is this not working? Teal Heart Stark. I didn't learn from it, but... Oh, I'm in this mode. Okay. Is move this stuff. Turn all this off and move stuff over. So what I'm going to do instead... See, I can't do it because it's a 6 by 20. What I could do is move all magnet builds up 1. Right? Or actually back 1. Maybe if we do it like over here. So what I could... Let me do this. Let me copy the 1 by 1 smelt build. Let's get a copy of it. And I should probably store that. So why don't we do that? So for all those who don't know how to do this, I have this, I think it's multi-build mod. You can multi-build with it. Does the, so when you copy something, it also copies the sorters. That's really cool. But also you can copy blueprints. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Let's copy this blueprint, and let's get me in God mode so I can move around without moving my mech. And I'm going to save this. So what you can do is when you copy this thing, and I'm not going to put the end guy on there because that means we won't be able to reuse this very easily. So why don't we do it like this? I'm just going to get all these guys. I'm not going to get that because it's not appropriate to get. We'll get this guy too. He's also perfectly placed. This suborbital. We're going to get all these smelts, all the ins and outs of the sorters. We're going to kind of move it around the center because a lot of times you won't pick up the sorters. What I've noticed in certain builds is you might get all the belt, which is great, but if you don't get the sorters, the connections don't happen, and that, whatever it is, won't operate because it doesn't have any sorters. So it's not picking up or dropping off, so something's broken. Okay, there we go. Copy the whole thing. Copy. Okay, now I'm going to escape out of that, but what I'm going to do is go over here to Notepad. If you're in a Windows system, let's kill this because it's actually my power hub. Open a new file, paste in, and we're going to say save as. Oh, cool, it's already on blueprints. We're going to call this factory smelt 1 by 1. So 1 in, 1 out. 1 in, 1 out. That's what we're going to call it. So I can say, I can just copy this guy anytime I want now and plop it anywhere I want. I don't have to go back and copy it with the you know, blueprint or anything like that. I can literally just go over there and do it. Now, we can fly over here. We're going to make a magnet one over here. And we're going to plop it down and move the magnet guys to a 5 by 20. Will this work? Do we have 5 by 20 space? So there's the equator. You can see with a bolded line right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's the middle on the meridian, which is perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So literally perfectly works out. Now we are mining iron stone right here. So that's an issue. And I was thinking about turning off all the mining on Smelt Planet. I don't know. Not ready to do that yet. So instead, what I could do is look for a northern position to put this guy. Like, these are magnets. I could take out the copper smelt and this smelt like a little bit and make space for a 5 by 20 and put it here. Take these out and just replace it. Actually, just take these out right now. Oh, the reason why I want to do that is because I wanted to set it interplanetary so I can move stuff to it. Okay. So I got the plan. This is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. We're going to go back here, which could take a second. Right? We already have magnets. We're going to kill this build. Can you, like, maybe land? That would be nice. Okay. We're going to kill this build right here and move the build back. Or, I'm sorry, we're going to build the further up build. Then we're going to move the other two builds back. So we'll have an extra magnet build. No big deal. So what we're going to do is we're going to plop this guy down. Interplanetary right here, and it's already in power. We're going to do Teal Heart Stark's thing. We're going to tell it, I want iron ore, local demand. Okay, and this guy's going to be local supply. Watch this. That way, He's giving it all to the other guy. And we're going to do the same thing with magnets. We're just trying to clear this thing out so we can actually get rid of it, right? Local supply, no longer remote. So we're going to tell this guy, okay, we want local demand, same thing. So he's just going to keep filling up. Now let's give it a whole bunch still to power up, do all your things, and then we're going to give it like all the bots in the world. This is Teal Heart Stark's idea. Very good idea. These moves 100 items at a time. It's going to clear us out, no big deal. Oh, what? Okay, they're producing. It's fine until they don't have any more stuff. Then they'll stop producing. This is going to clear also all the smelts out, so I don't fill my inventory with like iron ore or magnets or all this stuff that builds up in those smelts. Do we have 10,000 over here already? We do. Okay, we're going to have to set up another one. Oh man, we're getting a little bit dicey. Alright, go set it up quick. Come on. Alright, we're going to tell it we want magnets. Local supply. Local demand, at least. Okay, cool. We're going to give it tons of ships. Power up. Move all the stuff. Okay, cool. That should empty this guy out. It's emptying all the guys. I think each smelt has like 100 of these. Your idea's not really working, TL Heart Stark. Dude. It's not working. Is this emptying out? It still has 100. Please say these guys do not have 100 in them each. Okay, good. They're starting to empty out. Well, let's just make apparently tons of storage for this. They're literally going to get deleted. We're just going to delete all this stuff. Boom. It's all gone. We don't even care now. Kill everything. We're just going to kill everything. We don't even care. We don't give a crap about all this stuff because we're going to rebuild this. So we might have to do that. Boom. Cleared it out. Because we don't give a... We're like gangsters, dude. We don't care. Alright, let's fill it in. Let's also fill all the way up to the 16 mark up here. That is the primary production ring space you want to do on a planet until you get to the what I call a fault line, or what's called a fault line. You can see right here. See where the meridian lines don't match? It's when you do a build, it gets all funky and everything. So that's where you want to stop doing your main production builds. So I think we might still have that thing on the... Well, that's still a 5x build. Why don't we copy this? Because it's already a magnet build. And then we'll just add in our suborbitals. Because it's really not where we want it to be. So let's just copy this. Well, we might not really... It might not work there either, but it's fine. We're going to get rid of those. I'm going to paste... Well, we can't. Okay. Control helps you delete stuff. It'll help you delete stuff off your build. I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know if that's where they're supposed to be, and I just got a whole bunch of stuff from the different build. Because I'm not paying attention. Alright, there we go. Man, it just doesn't feel right to me. That's what she said. I think it's fine. Let's copy it. Let's move the mech now. Let's get out of God mode for a second so I can just move the mech and not care. So this guy is actually going to go... So if we think about 15, there's one square extra. He's going to go... I'm going to get out of this. The interstellar port's going to go right there. Because this last square is not going to be used. So if we paste and we put the interstellar... like as if it was a 5x right here, actually. Let's move down. Right there. That's where it would go. It actually should go right there. So we're going to put it right there. Collide with another object. Where am I colliding? I don't see any collisions. Okay, this guy. Let's kill him. Nope. Cool. Okay, go back to pasting. This is why those guys that the hanger-ons kind of can be a pain in the butt sometimes. How am I colliding with more objects? Alright, let's get rid of that guy. Alright, paste! Alright, so we don't care about that. It's going to go right. That would be normally where it goes. Because this guy's offset 1 in the wrong direction. We're going to go like that. And we're just going to replace those. So these guys are wrong. So let's replace those guys immediately. They go on the 4th one on that crux right there. Like that. So this guy should help power that. And this guy is going to say, I want a bunch of iron. Don't necessarily want that yet. Why don't we say local demand? And then we're going to tell this guy local supply. We're going to tell it stop remote demanding. Just drain this thing out. And then we're going to tell this thing local demand, remote demand. So it doesn't make more stuff. We don't want more stuff, okay? We want you to take what's already there because we're going to be moving it. This guy's going to need probably a lot of these because we actually have stuff on system that will actually move it. Okay, cool. So he's getting lots of stuff. And we've told this guy to stop getting stuff. Drain yourself out. Cool. Good. Now we also need these guys over here to help fix up this build. Perfect. And now we have a 5x20 build I can copy. For magnets, anyway. Cool. This is not a 5x20 setup, so I'm not really worried that we don't have these, towers here that work. Because they're wrong. So we're cool. We don't care. Beer of the episode. Again, Joy Salmons, if you didn't see it in the last episode. It's from Moxa up in Rockland. Great brewery. They make... Mostly they're known for stouts. It's pretty heavy beer at 12.2%. I really don't like high percent beers anymore. Because Wait, what's wrong here? Something different. Oh. So they're all going to have to build up with 100 magnets each, which is kind of a pain in the butt. But local supply, remote supply. Take it away, dude. Right? So what's this guy doing? Local supply, remote supply. It sounds good. Okay, so I can kill this stuff. And we're going to put those guys out of power, but it doesn't really matter because what we're going to do is work ourselves back this direction. But I want to make sure this guy, we've got use of all that stuff. I don't think we're going to have use of these magnets. So we're just going to kill them. We don't care. No, go to this. We're going to kill all this too. I'm going to start over. And we're just going to literally kill all the stuff that drops on the ground. Even that. Cool. And then we kill everything. And we didn't... Well, there's one thing we didn't kill. That. Cool. So... let's kill this too. Okay, so I'm going to put in the 5x20 from this twice, and it should fill up this spot. We'll actually have one extra smelt. So I'm going to have to copy this again. Like this. I can take that face cam off now. We're just going to copy it like this, and since I'm going up, I'm going to copy this. But I'm not going to copy the suborbitals from the bottom, and I don't want this either, so let's get rid of all that stuff. Let's get rid of... that as well. That's strange. That shouldn't be there. We're gonna have to get rid of that eventually here. We already have suborbitals from here. Oop, why would it do that? Why would it do that? Okay, cool. Start over. No, I want to start over with copying. Man, I just don't have a lot of patience today. The week's been fine. It's just I don't know. I don't have a lot of patience for bullcrap anymore. Just don't. Like, let's get it done. You know what I mean? Let's, like, why are we messing around? Oh, that's what it's doing. It's supplying warpers. But you know what? We're not doing it anymore. It's an old build style. The only time I supply warpers via belt is when your inputs are... You need 4 inputs, let's say. So there's not enough space to request warpers on the actual port itself. I'm just kind of waving this all over the place to make sure I got everything. Let's take these off because we won't need them again. We're reusing that part of it. And now we should be able to actually go down to the equator. Let's look at this. We should have 10 squares, which we do. This is perfect. So now I can actually slap this in right here and do it again. So I'm going to do it twice. Collide? What am I colliding with? What is this crap? Oh, okay, fine. A couple things are left over. Cool. Let's do it again. Let's paste. Really hoping I have enough stuff that I didn't delete too much stuff where I can actually paste it twice. Alright, so we're going to paste it there. And we're going to paste it again there. That is perfect. So we just pasted double the build. I got that on the print screen too. Alright, let's move over there, start building things. It's going to be awesome. Now, I might have to go get a resupply because I'm really running out of stuff. Mostly probably belt. So we're probably going to do that. Let's tell this guy, okay. Local demand. Yeah, we're going to do that. We want local demand of all these magnets so that we don't produce more. This guy's got the same thing. Local demand of magnets. Perfect. He's getting magnets from the different spots. So it's probably the other guy. So why don't we say we're not doing that anymore. Like, we're not going to request more magnets. He's already killed the magnets. So why don't we do this? Local demand, remote demand. There we go. Local supply is pointless, but okay. Remote demand, local supply. Cool. And then this guy should also be set up like that. There we go. So that's perfect. Let's make sure these guys have ships and all that, because I know on for steel we did not ship the guys. We don't need that many, probably. Alright, let's see what we got here. Yeah, 23 here. I don't know. I mean, more than 15, I guess, here, but let's give us at least ships. Let's cut this in half. I don't know. 29 is probably good, because we can actually get some... we can also do this. Whoa, okay. Cool. That's not what I wanted to do at all. Nope, that's also not what I want. Cool. Why did that happen? Nobody knows. Cool, okay, so we can do that. Alright. Good. Good to go. We actually have plenty of belt. Well, we didn't really go... Let's go supply our belt from the... Yep, there it is. The hub. Sorry my commentary is a little funky. I had a funky day, so makes sense. Let's go get some more belts, especially because we're building a whole nother smelt. What about smelts? We have some smelts. Probably enough. Why don't we get, I don't know, a couple more of these guys. Maybe a couple more of these guys. And then probably some more smelts just to make sure we're doing okay. Like 4 stacks. That should be able. We should be able to add another smelt. All right, let's go back to this guy and see what we're doing with this. I think it's over here, actually. Yeah, there we go. Now magnets is gonna have like tons of stuff coming in. They're also gonna produce a lot more because when you make a smelt, it smelts up extra stuff especially for magnets and different raw materials like that, by 100 stacks of 100. So I just pulled up like, I think it's how many is like I don't know, 40 smelts per line. It's pulled up like 300 smelts and 300 magnets apiece at 3,000 magnets for no reason. Now it's got to reproduce all that stuff. Kind of a pain. Really kind of a waste of resources, to be really honest. But I wanted to modernize Smeltsville, so that's what we're doing. But also now that I've done magnets, I can probably rip out the other magnet build because I have one extra set of magnets. Although I think I have less because I think the other build does 180 per second. But it can't keep up with the amount of iron ore you would need. So I don't think you can do 180 per second. Just can't bring enough ships in with ore to make that happen. So I think we're probably good to go, actually. So I'm really looking forward to playing that new game before we leave. It looks really cool. It's not as complicated as Dyson Sphere Program or Factorio. I don't like that. At least it doesn't seem as complicated. It might be. And maybe I just don't know it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe it's just because I don't know. And it's actually really complicated. These are good to go. He's getting a lot more iron. He's getting some more iron, but he's full as well. Let's go rip the other guy out. We're going to have to delete a lot of magnets to do that. It's fine. It is what it is. There's the magnet build. This is 3 lines. Makes sense. This guy's also supplying titanium. What we could do, let's do this. This is just going to get killed. Let's just get rid of this. Let's do this. Oops. Sweet. Kill it all. Looks good. Also, we're going to be killing all of this. Now, the only reason we're leaving this is because this is a really old build, too, because, as you will notice, we're not using suborbitals. So this is not only an old build that we want to replace to modernize this whole system, but also it's before suborbitals were in use, so this is really old. So let's clear this. Move the mech, apparently. And we're gonna kill everything except the interstellar, because that's actually supplying titanium. Now what we could do is switch it out with a planetary. The problem though is we would have to not pick up the interstellar probably, or most likely. Okay, so we've got that situated. Let's kill this. Anything else? Well, that didn't work. Nope. I think that looks good. We like everything else. Okay, so that's killed. We can just... Well, we can't delete that, but let's just let it run out. It'll just supply everyone until it runs out. Local... Yeah, local supply, remote supply. That's perfect. It's got ships. It doesn't really need any ships now. Cool. That is done. Only most of the episode. Only the whole episode. Alright, so we're going to do that with all these forges, because I really want to make this planet insanely awesome. And I did the foundation here. So what I'm going to do is keep kind of messing with this. And I think this is iron. I might have to pull up the 6x20 iron right here and collapse all these. But I'm going to keep working on that. It's really cool. I think next episode, what I'm going to work on, though, is increasing the guns on FO and increasing the rate at which the Dyson Sphere is being created, because that's really what we're trying to do. I mean, this is all stuff I don't need to do, but it's really cool, and it kind of helps this planet get to where it should be. It makes it look modernized and really awesome, which I like that, but it's not necessary. So I'll probably do the solar sail gun thing first. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section. We're a little bit short, like 15 seconds, totally fine. Tell me if you're playing before we leave, if you picked it up on Steam. I think it's like 15 or 20 bucks, totally cheap. And I will see you on the next one. Stay frosty.